Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tom Clancy Central, your stop for daily Ghost Recon Wildlands videos. My name is Retro. I'm a little bit sick, so I do apologize for my voice being slightly off, but today we're going to be talking about how to win more gunfights as easily as possible in Ghost Recon Wildlands from, of course, what we've played so far in the closed beta. So there's a couple things you're going to need to take into account, and I definitely recommend just kind of sitting back and listening to this, because these tips have helped me. I figured these out as I was playing. A few of my friends were playing together, and from what I've seen, these have actually been very effective and helped, me beat like some really difficult missions, like on the ghost difficulty. So if you guys want to learn how to do that, definitely stay tuned. So to start off, I don't believe there are any statistics available, but from what I've seen, the headshots are absolutely lethal in this game, more than any other FPS I've played in a very long time. The thing I'd say that could maybe rival this is The Division from what I've played, although I'm still kind of a rookie at that, so don't, take that as gospel. But from what I've played of Wildlands, I've noticed that the headshots are incredibly effective. And this isn't a surprise. It's a tactical shooter. They obviously want to reward people who have good aim, but it is almost on the level of Counter-Strike. Headshots are simple, easy, and if you have the right accuracy, should be something you could pull off in a good group. If there's a, mass of enemies, you should be able to still kind of weed through them and kind of get one little pick with the headshot and then take them out slowly as you go. Because I'm telling you, man, you'll go through much less ammo this way, conserving a lot of your bullets. You'll also just drop them much quicker. The time to kill is simply a lot faster. Now, another thing that I noticed that I didn't really see as being of big importance, at least at the beginning, I did learn was very critical at the end, is knowing when to use first person and third person point of view. All you have to do is, while you're aimed down sight, press down the right thumbstick on a PlayStation controller. If you're on PC, I'm not exactly sure what you have to do, or Xbox, but it's probably something similar. What you need to do is go and change your point of view. If you have an assault rifle, if you have anything that shoots a rapid amount of bullets, you're going to want to go into third person. Because trust me when I tell you, first person is awkward, clunky, it's really not figured out. It is definitely nothing like it seemed to work in The Division. It is definitely different here. The gun mechanics do feel much different in Wildlands so far. So if I were you guys, if you have an automatic gun, anything but a sniper pretty much, definitely stay in third person. It's just much better. You can get a good point of view, a good feel for all the enemies around you. It's a much better idea, trust me. One thing I haven't quite mentioned yet that I did find to be very important was the way you take cover and the way you actually move around in this game, because it's definitely different from The Division. There is no way you could actually do a little barrel roll, which is actually popular in Gears of War a few years before, at least that's where I know it from, because I really wasn't that big of a fan of The Division. I never really played it much. But one thing I did notice you could do was sort of barrel roll into a cover position, but one thing Wildlands really doesn't have is that feature. So what you guys need to do is actually run up to that cover position yourself. If you guys want, on the PlayStation controller, you could actually go ahead and press the circle. You'll kind of, I guess, like lean back a little bit, you'll crouch into it, but mainly it does it automatically. You'll automatically lean against this cover, and you could turn around and kind of poke your head out and shoot as you want, but it's definitely not as effective and definitely not as good as it was in the past. So I'd really recommend being careful with the way you use cover, because it's definitely not as effective, and your whole movement system is, again, much clunkier, which I find very disappointing, but we'll get into that in another video. Now, the final thing that I found to be really paramount, and this was incredible, especially while completing some of these ghost level missions, was actually utilizing some Overwatch spots, which is basically some type of, I guess, hill or mountain, or someplace you can go and kind of get a good lead on the enemies. And ideally, if you're playing co-op, if you're playing with more than one person, obviously, you'll send one person in the building to go complete a mission. And as you guys can see on screen, I'm sitting here on this little ledge, slowly picking people off. I'm crawling, I'm going very slow, because again, we're playing on a huge difficulty here. Very tough. You can't just go guns ablaze, and that's exactly what you're going to need to do. If you want to win more gunfights, you need to stick back on a mountain or stick back somewhere where your field of view is high and others' field of view of yourself is very low. Basically, you can see the enemies and they can't quite see you. That's very important, and if you're able to do that, kind of manipulating the directions they go in, you'll definitely be able to take out a lot of people very easily. But we hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, definitely do drop a like. All of it is very appreciated. And if you guys did enjoy, hit that subscribe button for much more to come in the future with some daily Ghost Recon Wildlands videos. Thank you guys so much as always. My name is Retro, and I'll see you all on the next one. Later.